Welcome back for another question and answer session with Dan from West Valley Technical Services. Let's get started on our first question. Why does my computer take forever to connect to the internet? Okay, kind of need to find out for sure whether it's the network or your computer first. That would probably be the first thing we would do. So the first question to answer would be, is every computer on your network? Like if you have more than one, like let's say you have a laptop and maybe a tablet or something like that on your same network, does everything take forever to get out to the internet? If it does, then it might be as simple as just rebooting your modem, because a lot of times they need to be rebooted every month or two anyway. And that would really help in those cases. Maybe if you have a switch. Most people just have like a router modem combo deal and you just unplug it, plug it back in, and it runs like normal again. If it's just one computer though, that usually means that there's too many toolbars, plugins, maybe even malware, that kind of stuff running in the background that is also sending traffic or information out to the internet, because you only have so much bandwidth. Think of it like a highway, right? And if you've already got a bunch of cars on it, traffic slows down. So that would be how we'd approach it. So if that is a concern for you and it's not the modem, it's your computer and stuff, you might want to reach out to your IT person and have them take a look at the computer just to make sure you don't have a bunch of stuff running in the background. Okay, so next question. Do I need antivirus software on my mobile device? We already answered a question about whether you need antivirus on your computer, but this is talking about like your tablet and whatnot. If you got an iOS product, meaning iPad, iPad Pro, that kind of stuff, there really, up until now, hasn't been a need to have any kind of anti-malware software running on that device, because they kind of have a really controlled app store that doesn't really allow that, because they act like the gatekeepers. If you have an Android device, like a vanilla Android device, not like a Kindle or anything, but just like a normal Android tablet, it might be worth looking into, having Avast or something like that on there, because that is a little bit more apt to get malware, but like people can actually write malware and get it submitted and get it into their app store. You can side load a lot of these apps and whatnot. So if you do have an Android device, it's probably a good idea to think about it on even your smartphone, that kind of stuff. But if you have an iOS device, wouldn't worry about it. Kindle, those kind of things, no, I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. Last question. My laptop battery won't hold a charge. What should I do? If the laptop battery itself, not the laptop, but the battery itself is more than a year or two old, chances are you just need to replace it. If it's still under warranty, like within a year, I wouldn't even hassle with it. I'd just request an RMA, a return materials authorization, just get a replacement, a warranty replacement. But yeah, chances are if it's over a year or two, the battery itself has probably just gone bad. In those rare cases where maybe you're in a corporate environment and a lot of people have the same model laptop, it might be worth swapping the battery with somebody else just to see if it makes a difference, because there is those rare cases where the computer itself just can't charge it anymore. The circuit inside stops working, and that's a way to test it to see if it follows the battery or if it follows your laptop before paying money to buy a battery. So those would be our recommendations in those cases. But generally speaking, batteries are like $25, so it's not that big of a deal. So that should do it for this session. If you'd like us to answer something specific that you haven't heard already, shoot us a quick message at wvtsboise.com. Use the contact form there, or give us a ring, 208-477-1837, and we'd be happy to hear from you and have a chat. That does it for me this time. I'll sign off and see you in the next video.